you like want this stuff worked on, it rarely ever gets worked on.
They save neck
So good.
10 minutes at the end, no matter what. Even if you say, my neck and shoulders are killing me, they'll do the shoulders all day. But when it comes to neck work, it's like you get a little bit of finger work in the end, and it really gets mostly looked over.
Yes.
So for these clients like myself or Robert, that we've had, serious neck injuries, to come in and apply some pressure to this, we're like, oh my God, finally.
Yes.
Finally, you're coming into where I need it, and you're giving me that. So I know this has been drawn out, right? We've been doing this for 2 hours, but when you're in a session, we're starting right with what they asked. They're feeling heard. They're like, oh man, I love her. She's the best. She's coming in. Javier's coming in and doing this right into my neck. And depending on what the client wants, they like the jostle, they like static, go back and forth. But going back and forth, it's almost like riding the waves, right? We compress, we stretch, we static, little jostle. It's like it's the body, it allows it to kind of open up more. Where, in the beginning we had to stay a little more static because it was too tight. Oh, I can't, little slower. All right, a little movement. It allows the body to kind of, oh, okay, it can start to open up. But it's happening in a more natural way, right? You guys want to do a little exchange on that? Anyone having questions? No? Cool. All right, is anyone hungry, or how are you guys feeling? Feeling good? Let's keep chucking along. Let's try this, and maybe after this trade do a lunch, or, it doesn't matter. It's like 12 right now. So we can do lunch 12:31, whatever you guys want. So let's do this trade, and then we'll see how we feel. And then for you guys, here's your, yeah. And so here's y'all's other ones.
How long it takes one Thai massage table?
What's that?
How long it takes to give a massage
On a table?
on the table?
That just depends. How much time do they book with you, right? So, it depends on what they come in for. It's like, say, okay, I booked a 60-minute with you. Well, we have 60-minute, in my opinion, when it comes to Thai, is like one area. 90-minute, one area. But we're still going to touch other things, but it's going to be like one focus area. Because otherwise you're spreading yourself too thin. You can't move fast through this work. And that's the thing that we have to educate them with. Sure, you booked a 90-minute. We have one. What's your one main area? I always ask that. What is the one thing? Here's all the things they listed. What's number one? Rate them for me so I kind of know how I need to distribute my time today, right? Yeah. And I just let them know, hey, 90 minutes is a great starting point. This is where a lot of people start. If we have more time, I'll be able to do, multiple areas in 2 hours. Full body in 3, right? So you just kind of set those expectations, let them know what we're doing here. Here, I'll switch out the face scale. There you go. So try using the other hand to give a little length here. And you as the receiver, now you're going to get to feel the difference, right? So put...
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out, like, is it this one that I'm, and then...
It really comes down to what you're more comfortable with, right?
And I don't know yet.
I tend to do...
Scoot towards me a little bit. Toward them.
Just because, think about it. If I'm doing it this way, right, versus this way, my hand, sorry, babe, my hand's like in her face, right? So if I come in this direction with this hand giving a little length here, and you can sit here before, play a little bit, feel the tissue. It's cool to use our fingers to explore, but we're going to try to start using more forearm, elbow.
Well, that's what I was, just when I was watching you, I was trying to figure out how not to be so bony here, because my elbow is, I feel like...
Maybe roll more onto this side, right? Because we're using this area here and coming in. So try this arm here and do it on top. Yeah.
This way or down this way? This way?
No more pressure.
Okay. So I'm using this part of not the pointy part, but real close. And just then
Mine. That's fine.
Can I use them?
Sure.
We're going to make your elbow less bony.
Oh, look at you.
Can you feel that little slide?
Yeah. It did, okay.
Should this feel better though?
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Let me try some.
Yeah.
How's it different?
And sometimes you might have to start there.
Look at the two of us.
Now look at the difference in
Her
arms.
tools are shaped different.
And for some people, you might, I mean, we generally do work, right? Broad to specific. So if your broad is a little still too specific, we add a layer to give us a more broad beginning, right? So we were just kind of talking about how we're using the pillowcase. Say if you were coming in and your tool's a little too sharp for the client, but it's a little too much at first, you can use a little folded up pillowcase to give that like dampening, you know, and you can use that across when you're using your knees later, but